In this lake lives a monster. Whenever someone calls his name Qingji, he appears from thin air and becomes real. He helps whoever calls him deliver messages across thousands of miles. But this power can only be used once in a lifetime, and after using it, he dies. However, Qingji doesn't know this. This boy's father often uses Qingji to deliver messages for money, but the boy has no idea what's going on, and instead becomes best friends with Qingji at home. One day, the father orders Qingji to deliver a message. Qingji happily agrees, and sets off in his little cart. But when he comes back, he collapses at the front door, and never gets up again. The father is used to this by now. The boy, learning the truth for the first time, is heartbroken. The power to travel thousands of miles actually costs a life. Later, the father dies from a curse for abusing the monsters. 3 years later, the boy stares at the lake and calls out Qingji's name. The next second, bubbles rise up, and a little monster jumps out of the water. Qingji thanks the boy for helping him become real, and decides to repay him. But the boy thinks about Qingji's fate and refuses. He also tells Qingji not to deliver messages for people randomly, and encourages Qingji to go see the outside world. From then on, Qingji waits by the lake for the boy, and the boy often comes to play with him by the water. Eventually, they become best friends. After some time, Qingji learns that the boy has separated from his girlfriend. When they parted, the girl promised the boy, "No matter when you call for me, no matter how far, I'll come back." To repay the boy, Qingji excitedly wants to help deliver a message, but the boy firmly refuses, and puts on a really relaxed expression. Actually, the boy is already sick. He's seriously ill and desperately wants to see the girl, but he doesn't want Qingji to sacrifice his life to make his wish come true. In the end, the boy dies with regret. However, Qingji is still waiting by the lake. Decades pass, the lake gets polluted, and all the creatures in the water leave. Qingji also turns green from the poisoning, but he still doesn't leave, because he's worried that if he goes away, the boy won't be able to find him when he comes back. Until one day, a kind person doesn't want Qingji to keep waiting, so they find the boy's diary. Only then does Qingji learn the truth about the boy's death. He cries out in anguish, and finally understands what the boy meant back then. The boy had hoped he would go see the outside world, so Qingji gets in his little cart, and sets off with the boy's wish. "In this life, you didn't take my life, so I won't let you down on your promise.